from Warren County High School. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jay Walker along with Jeff Lee, set to send you the play-by-play as the Warren County Pioneers take on the White County Warriors in the home opener for the 2017 district season. You can't really say it's baseball weather, Jeff Lee. It is cold and windy and spitting snow, but Warren County and White County are going to play this game.
It was beautiful last week, that's for sure, but this week's a different story. Mother Nature decided to come back. You know, last night got canceled because of the rain and all, so this is our home opener, and opening up with a district game, that's pretty big.
A lot of anticipation coming into this season for the Pioneers. Got a lot of experience coming back. A lot of youngsters saw a lot of playing time last year, especially in the infield. So we'll see what happens here. Pitching was kind of thin last year, and again, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in that respect.
Yeah, added some depth there, and then, of course, we get Lucas Rogers back at second. He was out last year with that gruesome injury to the ankle, and we'll have him back, and that way we'll be able to do a little bit more in the infield. Other than that, everybody returns, and going to be an exciting year this year, I think. If we can get the bats to work in a couple of scrimmages, we kind of been slow on hitting, but I guess that this time of year it's kind of normal. But if we can get our bats going and take care of a few errors we had last year, it should be a fun year.
Hitting may be painful today. You make contact with the ball with that bat in these kind of temperatures. It's playing this game could be painful.
It's going to be interesting tonight to see the strike zone. I was talking to an umpire earlier today that was headed to Shelbyville, and he said if they're going to play in this type weather, we're going to have a big strike zone.
I would think so. They want to get out of here too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So not a big crowd as you might expect on a day like this. Only the most faithful of the Pioneer
parents and
parents are
grandparents
here. But you may see some fires built around the bleachers tonight. It may be necessary. Fortunately, we are so fortunate to have a nice press box here at Patrick Ramsey Field. We're very grateful for that.
But it may not be that tomorrow night. I think it's supposed to have the same temperatures tomorrow night. We travel back to Raycan. I think I'm getting a cough. May not be able to make that trip.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Ray County tomorrow night, the makeup game for last night. That'll start at 5:30 Central Time. And I hope as many as can will make the trip over to Ray County. Pretty good little drive over there. And so we hope to see you over there. But if you can't make it, tune us in. We'll be there. Freezing our you-know-what's off, but we'll be there. And bring you that action from Ray County tomorrow night. So it's kind of exciting to get back into baseball. We kind of wish the weather would have cooperated a little bit better, but we've come to expect this out of March.
Absolutely. And it wouldn't surprise me if we don't get another snow before this is all over. March and April is normally our cold months. We've just been blessed with January and February in 70s, 60s and 70s, so we kind of got spoiled.
Yeah, Mother Nature kind of teased us a little bit with these nice temperatures, and then here we come up game week. And
unfortunately, a lot of the nurseries got a lot of stuff blooming at this time of year, and I think we're going to have a hard freeze tonight, so that's only unfortunate.
Yeah. It really is. And some district teams cancel their games today. In fact, we may be the only one playing.
Can't set a blame on, but
no,
we've played in cold weather before.
We have, usually in Crossville, but we play. That's part of high school baseball. You're going to play some March games.
A couple years ago, we played in Sparta with a spitting snow and cold game too.
Yeah,
have to give a shout out to the field crew. I tell you what, the stripes, and of course it rained yesterday, but the stripes on the field looks fabulous tonight.
Does.
And
it really does.
Really doing a good job. We've added a coach in off season. Coach Whitlock's back, and his pride and passion is this field right here.
Oh yeah, it looks fantastic. I don't know who did the mowing here, but they really did.
That would be
job.
Coach Whitlock.
Yeah.
So
well,
he's done it. He's been here ever since he got hired in the summer. Been here ever since, and really taking pride in the field. Got it mowed down. Him and a few more rebuilt the mounds. You see the mounds have been totally rebuilt.
Yeah.
And he's done a fabulous job on the field.
So it looks really good, and so we invite you to come on out, bundle up, bring you a thermos and some, well, I don't know, concession folks may not want me to say that, but wouldn't hurt, though. It's hot coffee or hot chocolate or whatever. And,
run by Walmart and get some Hot Pockets or something.
There you go. Because we will have some baseball here this evening, and they're about to have the starting lineups announced.
Perry, one of the umpires, I told him on Facebook today that we'd be up in the heated press box.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people will be envious of that, because we are pretty comfortable up here. But as we said, tomorrow night it's going to be different. We'll be sitting out in the open at Ray County, and they're going to introduce the White County starters. Chris Mills will lead things off playing left field. Hayden Ferris will play right field, batting second. Batting third will be the catcher Trenton Hodges. Batting cleanup will be the first baseman Jason Maxwell. At shortstop, and batting fifth will be Logan Swope. Playing third base, batting sixth will be David Smith. On the hill for the Warriors, batting seventh will be Macon Girdley. Batting eighth, the DH, Eli McDonald. And batting ninth, second baseman Drew Young. And defensively in center field, Dyson Reese. So those are your starters for the White County Warriors. White County with the maroon and white color scheme. Throw some gray in there as well.
Warren County's rocking their new red jerseys, red with royal blue backs, kind of new.
Got the camo look going with the hats. Now the Pioneers will be introduced. And at shortstop, young man we're going to be excited to watch this year, TSSAA Yasunaga. He's been here a couple of years. He can make some spectacular plays. Also a good leadoff man.
And showed he could pitch a little bit last year too.
Yeah. Cole Estes batting second, playing right field. Batting third, Colby Elkins, the third baseman. Batting cleanup, Lucas Rogers, second baseman, who missed most of last year with an injury. Brooks Helton, the DH, batting fifth. Isaac Golden, the center fielder, batting sixth. Wesley Jennings, the first baseman, batting seventh. Nick Williamson behind the plate. He'll be batting eighth. Ethan Smith batting ninth, playing left field. And on the hill tonight for the Pioneers, Noah Fan. Those are your starters for the Pioneers. We'll take a break, and we'll come back for the first pitch from Patrick Ramsey Field in just a moment. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball.
Programming on WCS-TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Programming on WCS-TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
Programming on WCS-TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Robert Oliver Bratcher of the Stanley & Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
Programming on WCS-TV is brought
Programming on WCS-TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Programming on WCS-TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
Programming on WCS-TV.
Back at Warren County High School, Jay Walker along with Jeff Lee. Noah Fan on the hill for the Pioneers, taking his warm-up tosses as we get ready to start off the 2017 baseball season. Defensively for the Pioneers, Elkins at third, Yasunaga at short, Rogers at second, Jennings at first. Williamson behind the plate, Fan on the hill. In the outfield, Smith in left, Golden in center, Estes in right.
Helton was going to start last night at Ray County. They may be holding him to start to play tomorrow night against Ray County then. And then they take off and travel this weekend, I think, up in the Smoky Mountains on there.
Yeah, they've got a number of tournaments this year. As we take a look at the schedule, they'll be playing in Sevierville, playing Gibbs on Friday night at 7. They also play Hardin Valley at Sevierville and Anderson County at Seymour. So in the Knoxville area, an early season tournament.
Yep.
In the shadow of the Smoky Mountains.
And weather permitting, and I think Smoky Mountains got a lot of snow up there.
Oh, yeah.
LeConte got pretty well.
Number 17, Chris Mills.
Chris Mills leads things off for the Warriors of White County. He's a right-handed hitter facing a right-hander, Noah Fan. This one is lined into right field. That'll drop for a base hit. So Mills goes after the first pitch, drills it into right center.
There's a thud of the bat, too, isn't it?
Yeah. So a base hit for Mills. Leadoff hitter is on for the Warriors. Here is Hayden Ferris, the right fielder.
Number 20, Hayden Ferris.
Coach Rogers is calling pitches this year.
Ferris, a left-handed hitter. Thought about bunting, held up, ball one.
Noah saw a lot of action last year. Kind of what we call a rubber arm. He was always ready to go and just.
Fan takes a look at his runner, going to chase him back. Mills, the runner at first. And a Fan takes a look at him. Mills with a pretty good lead over there. Bunts it in the air. This will be caught by Fan, and runner will retreat back to first without a play. One away.
You can tell the players to go. That pitch by Noah there was 65 mile an hour. It's hard to grip that ball in this cold weather.
One away, runner at first. Here's Trenton Hodges, the catcher. Got the outside corner, call strike one. No balls, one strike. Curveball, and whoa, boy, that had some activity on it, didn't it?
That
swing and a miss.
That was a big time curveball at 55 mile an hour. That was. That batter didn't know what to do then.
Here comes the 0-2. Just missing outside, ball one.
Come on up.
Thought we were going to have big strike zone today.
I did too. And now we got, well, you know, man behind the plate used to be, his nickname was Matchbox.
Here comes the 1-2 from Fan. Curveball. This one's popped foul and will go out of play. Well, actually, in the Warren County dugout. That's out of play.
Another curveball there. So
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first for the Warriors. 1 out. Warriors hitting here in the top half of the first.
It looked like the sun was about to come out there for a few.
Yeah, some blue sky up there. Time was called by Hodges. Mills takes his lead off the bag at first. Ground ball to third. Could be 2 over to second for 1. Up. No, he dropped the ball. Throw was a little low.
Yeah, being error on the third baseman there. It's just a bad throw to second. That's one you got to have.
So first and second now for the Warriors. Should have been at least a force at second.
Yeah.
Good throw, might have had a double play, but as it stands, everybody's safe. 1 out. Here's Jason Maxwell, the first baseman. He looks like he could give one a ride.
Looks like he might need a ride around the bases.
Got a big stocky build. Takes one low, ball one. One ball, no strikes. We got the gun going today on those pitches.
Trying to see about where he's at on this cold day. Oh,
Long fly ball, deep left field, way back, way back. That is gone. Home run for Jason Maxwell.
Yeah, no, that's a fastball there on the inside, 67 mile an hour, and
that went over the pickup truck that was parked beyond the fence back there.
He jacked that one.
So a 3-run shot for Jason Maxwell, and the Warriors are on the board.
Yeah, the not being able to turn that double play cost us dearly.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Logan Swope.
Here's Logan Swope, the shortstop, hitting with one out. Base is clear. 3-0, White County. Way outside, ball one. Man, that was a shot.
Yes, you could hear it when he left the bat. You knew it was a
missing outside, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Swope. Swope, who I believe is a member of the Warrior basketball team, if I'm not mistaken.
Left to.
This one's popped up. Shallow right field. Right fielder coming in, that's Estes. He'll make the catch, and they're 2 away.
Good communication out there between the right fielder and second baseman, and he called him off. Good job.
2 away, here's David Smith, the third baseman.
Number 21, David Smith.
Warriors with 3 runs here in the top half of the first. On a 3-run homer by Jason Maxwell. Right over the plate, call strike 1. Smith has an open stance at the plate. Just missing outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes the 1-1. Way outside, ball 2. Two-one count. Fan getting a sign. Here's the pitch. Popped up, foul territory, will go out of play. And the count's even at 2-2.
Fresh supply of baseball. All the players are wearing gold shoelaces tonight. Playing for cancer, cause for a cure or
childhood
something.
cancer.
Childhood cancer
awareness
tonight and against Cookville later in the month.
Here comes a 2-2. He struck him out looking. And that will retire the side. White County comes up with 3 runs. On 2 hits, there was 1 error, and nobody left on base. After a half inning of play, White County 3, Warren County coming to bat.
Programming on WCS-TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Getting 3 runs in the top half of the first inning. And so Macon Gurley, the right-hander, will have a little bit of a cushion to start things off with today.
little outside.
That pitch right there, he'll need all the cushioning again.
Yeah.
That just got away from him.
That definitely won't be a strike with the ump tonight.
And players can see their breath out there. It's a cold afternoon. Moved it up an hour from 5:30 to 4:30. I don't know that's going to do that much good. But we won't complain.
Absolutely not.
Taisei Yasunaga will lead things off for the Pioneers, the shortstop.
Well, like Warren County's got a cheering section.
They do.
Tonight.
It's cold, but they're into it. Yasunaga, he's been a good leadoff hitter for the Pioneers these last couple of years. He's hard to get out.
Got that slapped style hitting.
Yeah. Ground ball to first base, and that'll be handled easily by Maxwell for out number 1.
Last year, if he could get on base, Cole did a good job of bunting and getting him over. And
now batting the right fielder, number 30, Cole.
There's Cole Estes, the right fielder. Estes, right-handed hitter. Girdley taking some time.
looked like he's froze.
He does.
He stepped
Well,
off.
I think must be having trouble getting a sign from Hodges. Again, Girdley taking a lot of time here. This could be a long game. That's in there for call strike 1. Kind of got the inside part of the plate.
Had to concentrate a long time on that strike.
He did. No balls, 1 strike, nobody on, 1 out for the Pioneers. Here comes the 0-1. Moving outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh yeah. His tempo. We were talking about today at lunch. That, you know, the pitcher's tempo really keeps your team in the game, and
Yeah.
so far his is
It's fouled off.
very slow.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Remind you of playing Coffee County when they just used to drag it out.
Oh, yeah. 1-2 count to Estes. Now Girdley again stepping off the mound. Here comes the 1-2. Down low, ball 2. Count even at 2-2.
Yeah, he's just not in a rhythm at all right
No.
now.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Girdley getting a sign from Hodges. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
I think that was a sock out job by the pitchers on the batter.
Here's Colby
Now
Elkins.
batting the third
Third baseman.
Number 32, Colby Elkins.
Seen him go yard a number of times. Lined into right field. That'll drop for a base hit. They're going to try to throw him out at the bag at first. Won't get him.
Yeah, good job running through that one.
So it's a 2-out single for Colby Elkins. And here's Lucas Rogers, the second baseman.
Now batting the second baseman, number 5, Lucas Rogers.
Good to see him back out there. He missed most of last season with an injury.
Yeah, he had a pretty bad ankle injury. He's really worked hard this fall and off season trying to get back.
That's in there for call strike 1.
There's some sunshine.
Yeah, the sun's coming out for a little while anyway. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out, runner at first. Here comes the 0-1. Runners going. Ball gets away. Elkins in at second with no play. One count.
It's been a hit and run. We normally don't see Elkins run on his own.
1 ball, 1 strike. Now he'll step off the rubber again. They may try to make a play on Elkins. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball. That'll be handled at first base by Maxwell. That'll be the third out. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1 complete, it's White County 3, Warren County nothing. Back in a moment.
Programming on WCS-TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Robert Oliver Bratcher of the Stanley & Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
Programming on WCS-TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Bridgestone. Bridgestone, your journey, our passion.
We go to the top half of the second inning. White County leading 3-0 here in the season opener at Warren County High School. Macon Gertley, the pitcher, will step to the plate. Takes 1 high, ball 1.
Boy, he's got some old school high tops.
Well, he does, doesn't he? High hopper back to the pitcher.
He called a
It's
foul ball.
foul ball. Must have hit off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. White County got 3 in the first. Single by Chris Mills. Error. Then a 3-run homer by Jason Maxwell. Two balls, 1 strike. Outside, ball 3. 3-1 count.
Can't take a deep breath here.
Got the inside part of the plate. Call strike 2. You don't see too many high tops in baseball, do you?
No, them are Johnny Unitas type high
Yeah.
tops.
Here comes the 3-2. Foul back this way. Full count to Gertley. No fan looking in. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. This one's popped up over the infield. Calling for it is Jennings. He'll make the catch. There's 1 away.
More good communication there by the defense, talking to each other.
Now batting the DH. Number
1 away.
23,
Here's Eli McDonald. McDonald, the DH. He's a right-handed hitter. Takes 1 high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, nobody on here with 1 out here in the top of the second. Swung on, fly ball, center field, Golden coming in. Makes the catch, and they're 2 away. 2 out, nobody on. Here's Drew Young, the second baseman.
Batting the second base.
He's the number 9 hitter in the lineup.
Drew Young.
A little low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Nobody on for the Warriors with 2 out. Takes one high, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Here comes a 2-0 from Fan. That's in there for call strike 1. Noah doesn't waste a lot of time out there.
He really got a very good pace, and that's what we liked about him last year.
Yeah.
He works fast.
Fly ball, center field, and Golden comes in, makes the catch. Nice catch by Golden. That's more like a line drive than a fly ball. He's able to come in, make a diving catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. After 1.5, it's White County 3, Warren County nothing. Back in a moment.
Programming on WCS-TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Programming on WCS-TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
Back at Warren County High School, Warriors of White County lead the Pioneers 3-0 as the Pioneers come to bat here in the bottom of the second.
Helton had a good year last year. Had a couple of home runs and really did a good job last year coming in, pitching and hitting.
Brooks Helton, the DH, leading things off for the Pioneers. This one's a foul back, out of play. Helton facing Macon Girdley. Girdley gave up a single, but no damage in the first inning. Girdley again taking a lot of time. Pioneers might have to start calling time at the plate. This one's popped up over the infield. Maxwell calling for it, makes the catch behind first base. There's one away.
Yeah, I've seen the catcher. He keeps looking in the dugout. He's not getting the call he wants, or I'm like you. The Pioneers need to start calling timeout.
Yeah.
And,
Here's Isaac Golden, the center fielder. Here's the pitch. High ball 1.
now even his infielders are bouncing up down, just trying to stay warm
Yeah.
because he's just putting everybody to sleep on
Yeah,
the field.
cold day like this, you don't have to stand there frozen at the plate like that, or in the infield. Here comes 1-0. Outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Cold afternoon here at Patrick Ramsey Field.
Sun's already gone back in. He got
Yep.
cold.
Here comes a 2-0. Missed high, ball 3. Our friends at WCS-TV, Channel 180, are televising this one. Got some brave cameramen out there manning those cameras in this cold weather. Here's 3-0. He walked it.
Yep.
Golden reaches on a walk. Here's Wesley Jennings, the first baseman.
Now batting the first baseman, number 13, Wesley Jennings.
Our friends at CSTV do a great job. They film a lot of basketball.
Except when they put the camera on us.
Yeah, I've covered that up once already.
Golden, the runner at first, with one out. White County leading 3-0 here in the second. Swing and a miss. Throw back to first. Golden's back. No balls, one strike.
Jennings is way late on that pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Reading something different there, and he was late getting the bat around.
Girdley checking his runner. Swing and a miss. And the count's 0-2. Golden takes his lead off the bag at first. Gets a look from Girdley. Now Girdley stepping off the rubber again. That is ripped into left field for a base hit. Runners now at first and second with one out.
Got a low ball there and went down and got it.
Second hit for the Pioneers tonight. That'll bring up Nick Williamson, the catcher. So chance for the Pioneers to make some noise here in the second inning. They trail 3-0.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Nick Williamson.
Golden at second, Jennings at first. At the inside corner, call strike one.
Put the timer on and see how long he's taking between.
Girdley taking a long time between pitches. Fly ball left field. And that'll get by the left fielder. Golden coming around third. He will score. Here comes Jennings. He will score. And it's 3-2.
Big hit right there. Really, the left fielder got burned. He come in, took a bad angle, and just went over his head. Good job. Big timely hit by Nick.
Bench running for Williamson at second.
So Williamson brings in two with a double.
Now batting
Here's Ethan Smith.
Number 11, Ethan Smith.
Williamson has a pinch runner out there. Didn't catch who that was. Outside, ball one. I believe that's Norris. One ball, no strikes. Now time called to the plate.
That was 20 seconds there, so maybe the Pioneers are going to start.
Here comes the 1-0. May try to make a play at second. Nope. Tries to lay one down, misses. And the count goes to 1-1.
I think that was going to try to be a squeeze hit and run or something, because that runner second was halfway.
He was way off, wasn't he? 1-1 count. Girdley checks his runner at second. They're going to try to chase him back. And the runner gets back.
To the delight of the Pioneer fans.
Fans having some fun here. They don't care how cold it is. 1-1 count. Now Girdley stepping off the rubber. Looking to the dugout, getting some guidance. Got some activity in the bullpen over there for White County. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Tries to lay it down, it goes foul. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Warren County hitting here in the bottom of the second. It's 3-2. Warriors up by 1. Now Girdley getting a sign. Again, takes a lot of time. Way outside, ball 2.
Trying to play games at second there between the shortstop and
the Swope, the shortstop, acting like he wants to make a play. Here comes a 2-2. Now they're going to chase him back to second. Runner getting back. That time Young came over from second base to try to make the play. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swoop's going around making circles around the runner, cutting in front of him, and
runner's way off the bag.
Yes, he is.
Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Down low, ball 3. Full count to Ethan Smith, number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Pioneers. Tying run at second. Ethan Smith wearing number 11, same as his basketball number. Ball 4, runner going to third. They've got him hung up between second and third. Got him in a rundown.
I really don't know what he was thinking.
And he is tagged out. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning.
Yeah.
2nd out, I beg your pardon. Ethan Smith at first with a walk. So 2 outs, back to the top of the order, and it's going to be TSSAA Yasunaga.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2.
Well, you hope that run doesn't come back to haunt us.
Yeah, that's 2 errors in 2 innings there. Just a fielding error in the first and the base running error there. I'm not sure what he was thinking. The ball got away from the catcher a little bit. I guess he was thinking if it got far enough away, he had a chance to make a play.
Runner at first, 2 out. White County leading 3-2 here in the second. Yasunaga grounded to first, his first time up. Now Girdley takes a look at his runner at first.
Yeah, he's 25 to 35 seconds in between pitches. It's just
We may be here a while.
which that don't sound much, but it is.
On a day like today, it is. Smith with his lead off the bag at first. Runner going. He's going to be in there with no play. Smith now at second with a stolen base. Yasunaga had indicated he might want to try to bunt, but he held up, and it's ball 1. Now time call. We got a discussion among the umpires.
What are they going to call here? Said, are you cold back there? Yeah. You cold out there? Yeah.
Okay, everybody's cold. Let's play ball.
I'm not sure what that was.
I'm not either.
These two have worked quite a bit together. So
now the Sparta coach having a question. I guess he's satisfied.
yeah, I don't know what the question was. So.
One ball, no strikes. Runner now at second. Yasunaga the hitter. Now the inside corner, call strike one. One ball, one strike. Girdley looking in, getting a sign. Looks at his runner. Just missing outside, ball two. 2-1 count. Time save, pretty smart hitter. Don't see him go after too many bad pitches. Here comes the 2-1. Missed outside, ball three. Ball got away from Hodges, but he's able to retrieve it.
And not far.
3-1 count. Girdley pitches. He walked him. Third walk given up by Macon Girdley.
He's struggling for the first game. Like I said, they've got somebody warming up down there. But
Now batting the right fielder, number 30.
Here's Cole Estes, the right fielder. He struck out his first time up. Runners at first and second for the Pioneers. 2 out here in the bottom of the second. White County leads it 3-2. Time called. And we'll have a visit to the mound.
buying some time for the warm-up.
Yep. Not sure who that is in the bullpen. This early in the season, very often they'll be on a pitch count.
Yeah. Especially on a day like today.
Looks like they've got a lefty warming up. So the meeting continues on the hill for the Warriors. Got some March Madness coming up after this game. Mount St. Mary's against New Orleans. Here on WAKI. March Madness
It is
ready to kick off here.
Yeah. If you got all your brackets filled out.
I hadn't planned on doing a bracket this year. Didn't do one last year, and I was very happy.
I don't get into
No
all
pressure.
that bracket stuff either. It's
No pressure.
basketball comes in third on my list of sports. So
Estes, the hitter for the Pioneers, with runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. No balls, one strike. Tying run at second. Pioneers hitting here in the bottom half of the second inning. It's been a long inning. Here's the pitch. Runners going. Everybody's going to be safe. Ball kind of got away from Hodges a little bit.
that was a bold move right there. Because if that hadn't got away from Hodges,
Could have been
he got
close.
he got a good arm. So that was a pretty bold move right there.
So Ethan Smith is now the runner at third. Yasunaga at second. One ball, one strike. Ground ball gets by the third baseman over to short. Here's the throw to first. Not in time. Yasunaga retreating back to third, and we are tied 3 apiece. Ethan Smith coming in to score.
Third baseman was playing in on the grass there, and he got by him, and you don't have a shot at throwing Cole Estes out from deep in the hole.
Just an infield hit for Cole Estes.
Yeah.
Now batting the third baseman.
And
number
here's Kobe
32,
Elkins.
Kobe
He is the
Elkins.
8th Pioneer to come to the plate in the second inning. Runners at first and third. Elkins singled his first time up. Takes one high, ball one. That was a third hit for the Pioneers this inning. They've also had 3 walks given up. Here comes the 1-0. Long foul ball out of play.
He turned on it, but
boy. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, the pitcher, he hadn't looked settled in since the first inning there. Just
1-1 count to Elkins. Runners at the corners for the Pioneers were tied 3 apiece. Inside. Estes goes to second.
He crossed his catcher up there. He's sitting up outside the plate, and he threw it far inside. So
second and third now for the Pioneers with 2 out. 2-1 count to Colby Elkins. It's high, ball 3. Girdley really struggling here in the second inning.
I don't know what Colby's thinking here, but a good hard single backside will score 2-2.
Yep. Here comes the 3-1. Outside, he walked it. Fourth walk given up this inning by Girdley. And here's Lucas Rogers, the second baseman.
Number 5, Lucas Rogers.
Rogers grounded to first, his first time up. Bases loaded. 2 out. This is going to bring another visit to the mound for White County.
This will be a pitching change.
That's going to be all for Girdley, it looks like. Going to bring a lefty in, I believe. Sun's starting to come back out again. The fans appreciate that.
Yeah, it'll come out, and the sun will get cold, and it'll go back in. It'll come back out. So
Okay, meeting at the mound, and looks like going to get the left-hander into the game. Trying to put out the fire.
yeah, he struggled today, that's for sure. His tempo, his pitches, and
Well,
it's not that long of a walk in here.
you wouldn't think so. Haven't officially given him a hook yet. I think the umpire's saying, let's do something here. The coach still out there talking to Girdley.
Hey, let's go, Coach.
Here we go. New pitcher coming in for White County. Let's see who that is. He's a left-hander.
Oh, that's what we were doing when we change pitchers. We do the multiple position.
Yeah. So let's see. What kind of changes we're going to.
Girdley's going to.
Somebody coming from the dugout going to the outfield.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, I hate it when that happens.
Well, we know the pitcher went to
number 1,
shortstop.
Jennings is pitching for White County now. I brought 2 ink pens from the radio station. Neither one of them are working. What kind of luck is that?
Cheap pins.
I guess. All right, Jennings on the hill. Now, the other changes, I don't know. Where'd Girdley go?
He went to shortstop.
Girdley went to short. All
I
right.
think the shortstop went to second.
Who's on first? So Girdley's at short. Swope's at second.
I think we made an outfield change.
I think so. Well, we'll find out. We're all tied up 3-3. Warren County still hitting here in the bottom of the third. This has been a long half inning for the Pioneers. Their the 9th Pioneer of the inning, Pioneer hitters coming up. here in the second inning.
You know, it's a good thing when it's your team doing it.
Yeah.
It messes your scorebook up when you go past that. Boy,
he's all over the place.
All over the place, and in the mid to low 60s. So.
All right, so Jennings will take over on the hill for the Warriors. And here's Lucas Rogers hitting with bases loaded and 2 out. Here's the pitch. That's in there for call strike 1. Wind is blowing out today, out of the north. At least it feels that way. There comes the 0-1. Popped up, foul territory to go out of play.
Got lucky on that one. I thought he was going to stay in.
Now playing center field for the Warriors, number 31, Matt McCullen.
He used to play here a couple years ago.
I seem to remember one. Matt McCulloch playing center for White County. Here comes the 0-2 from Jennings. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. White County got 3 runs in the first inning and a 3-run homer by Jason Maxwell. Warren County has battled back here in the second and tied it up. Here comes a 1-2. Curveball just missing. And the count's even at 2-2.
That one was hard to take there for Lucas.
Here comes a 2-2. Just missing inside, ball 3. So the count's full.
White County got another one down there starting to loosen up.
Yep. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Lucas Rogers. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Another run will score. And the Pioneers have taken the lead 5-3. Yasunaga and Estes both scoring. And it's an RBI single for Lucas Rogers.
Great hit right up the middle. The only question is why was the shortstop playing so far in? I mean, he just didn't have a chance at that ball. But great hit by Lucas right back up the middle.
So the Pioneers batting around. Here's Brooks Helton.
Brooks Helton.
Helton led off the inning with a fly out to first. Nice curve in there for call strike 1. Runners at the corners for the Pioneers, who now lead 5-3.
Should have timed this half inning. It's been
a long one. Swing and a miss. The count's quickly 0-2.
Well, fans down throwing in our bullpen just trying to keep warm.
Runners at first and third and 2 out. Here comes the 0-2. Runner going to second. That is going to be drilled into center field for a base hit. Another run will score. That is 6-3.
Good job. That from our angle here, that ball looked like it almost hit Lucas Rogers.
I thought it was going to hit him.
That really did. You're looking at an angle. Well, replay don't quite show it there, but it looked like it got real close to him.
Rogers now at third, first and third. And here's Isaac Golden. Golden began all this with a walk earlier in the inning. Throw back to first. Helton is back. Warren County leading 6-3 here in the bottom of the second. Right over the plate for call strike one. Warren County has 5 hits this inning. Runners at the corners with 2 out. Foul tip. That one got the umpire. I thought I heard a foul tip. Maybe
no,
not.
That was it. The tip was hit the catcher's glove and then hit the umpire.
Yeah. Helton goes to second.
And I heard the umpire going,
Yeah, that got on a day like this, that hurts. They're going to send it back. Apparently, it did.
Okay.
Hit the bat.
It was a thud. It didn't really sound like a ping, but
no balls, 2 strikes.
Tell you what, the tempo by the White County pitchers have killed them.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. Runner going to second. Swing and a miss. That'll retire the side. But Warren County's able to come up with 6 runs on 5 hits. No errors and 2 left on base. After 2 complete, Warren County 6, White County 3. Back in a moment.
Programming on WCS-TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Programming on WCS-TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
Programming on WCS-TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Robert Oliver Bratcher of the Stanley & Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
He's shaking that leg a little bit where that ball bit him a minute ago.
Oh, yeah.
The left fielder, number 17, Chris Mills.
It'll be Chris Mills leading things off for the Warriors. He was the leadoff hitter. Slow roller to second. Quick throw to first, gets by the first baseman. And Mills will stay put.
Give him an error on that, but I'm not sure if that's just that was almost a hit.
Yeah, Rogers had to hustle to
it was just
catch up to that
no
one.
man's land. This official score we got up here leans one way anyway, so.
So what's he giving him, a hit or an error?
He gave him an error.
Okay.
He's rough.
He's mean, isn't he?
Now batting the right fielder, number 20, Hayden Ferris.
Well, he bleeds burgundy, so.
Here's Hayden Ferris. He popped out to the pitcher back in the first inning, tried to bunt. They'll chase the runner back to first. Noah Fan on the hill for the Pioneers. He's given up 2 hits, one of those a 3-run homer. Here's the pitch. Missing outside. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Runner at first for the Warriors with nobody out. Pioneers lead at 6-3 in the top of the 3rd. thought about bunting and holds up. It's ball 2. Now time called.
Apparently he's not getting a signs right from the third base coach. He's old school. He goes through all the signs. And
yeah. 2 balls, no strikes to Hayden Ferris. Mills takes his lead off the bag, draws the throw.
Oh,
boy, I thought they had him.
I did too.
Look, there's a close pickoff play over there.
May not have one.
That was awfully close. Here comes a 2-0. Ground ball short. Yasunaga flags it down over to second for 1. And there's 1 away.
Good job of TSSAA. He was covered second and covered a lot of ground.
So 1 away. Here's Trenton Hodges.
Now batting the catcher, number 29, Trenton Hodges.
I think TSSAA is going to be fun to watch over there, shortstop this year. Runner takes his lead off the bag at first. Here's the pitch. Curve outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away and a runner at first. Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-1. Fan takes a look at his runner. Fouled off. 1-2 count.
I hadn't thought the coach hadn't curious. Are they going to try to play a JV game after this?
I think it may depend on if parents want to stay here and watch it. It's going to be awfully cold. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Went after a curve. And that's out number 2.
He reminds me a lot of Spencer Pryor. He used to throw that old Ephus pitch about 50.
Yeah.
You know, he's throwing them curveballs in there 51, 55 mile an hour, and Sparta just.
Jason Maxwell.
Jason Maxwell. He took one long his last time up. Had a 3-run homer. Looks at a curve in there. Call strike 1. He's a big kid. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Counts quickly 0-2 on Maxwell.
It's just they're chomping at the bit to hit it, and it's slowly getting up there, and they're just swinging out of their shoes. The first time he had a fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes. Runner going. This one's fouled off.
Noah's thrown him 3 straight curveballs.
No balls, 2 strikes to Maxwell. Runner at first with 2 out for the Warriors. Warren Kelly leading 6-3 here in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left on base. After 2.5, it's the Pioneers 6, the Warriors 3. Back in just a moment.
Programming on WCS-TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Programming on WCS-TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
Programming on WCS TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Robert Oliver Bratcher of the Stanley & Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
The guy is up in the press box.
I tell you, I'm going to have to.
Hey, who can blame him?
Yeah, I can't. I'm going to have to dig out some clothes for tomorrow. I think I'm going to take my bibs and hunting boots.
I'd have to build a fire down there behind the dugout.
I've got a propane heater I think we're taking for
That
tomorrow.
might be a good idea. Wesley Jennings leads things off for the Pioneers here in the third inning. This one's popped foul out of play. We go to Ray County tomorrow night to make up the game that was missed last night. Kind of a lengthy drive from here to Ray County. Scenic, but kind of long.
I've seen it 2 or 3 times.
You got to laugh from the TV guys back here.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were listening to us. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jennings.
Don't you know everybody listens to us?
Here's a 1-1. That is up the middle for a base hit. So Jennings with a leadoff single to begin the third inning. And here's Nick Williamson.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Nick Williamson.
Williamson doubled his first time up. Back in the second inning. Brought in a couple of runs. Jennings still on the hill for the Warriors. He's going to chase the runner back to first. Jennings, the lefty, checks his runner. Here's the pitch. Inside, gets away from the catcher, Hodges.
That's a good secondary read there by Jennings and to get a jump on that.
So Wesley Jennings will be at second. Next week, we'll have a series with Stone Memorial. At home on Monday, and then at Stone on Tuesday.
That's a long way, too.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Williamson.
But looking at the long-range weather forecast, it's supposed to be back in the 60s by next week.
That would be a welcome change. Here comes a 1-1 to Williamson. Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2. Runner at second for the Pioneers. Nobody out here in the third. Pioneers lead it 6-3. Jennings, the pitcher, again taking some time. Here's the 1-2. Just missing outside. And the count's even at 2-2.
Tell you what, that shortstop is worried to death about Jennings, the runner on second base. He just keeps trying to play games.
Got to wear himself out there.
Yeah. He may be doing it to keep warm.
Could be. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It's the first strikeout for Jennings. Make that the second. Here's Ethan Smith. Smith walked his first time up.
Number 11, Ethan Smith.
Smith hitting with a runner at second and 1 out. Jennings checks his runner. Kind of a half-hearted attempt at a bunt right there by Smith. And it's strike 1.
I think if he was going to try to bunt, he'd pull it toward the first base side to get the runner to third. But
I'm not sure he was sure what he wanted to do there.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-1. Down low. Count even at 1-1.
Tell you what, we're not. Both pitchers are in the high 60s, low 70s. We're not seeing any heat for sure from the pitching staffs.
1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. And they're going to have the runner. Well, I was going to say had him hung up between second and third, but that wasn't even close. As Jennings able to get to third. The throw went back to second behind Jennings.
Well, it's secondary lead again. He's seen the catcher bobble it, and the catcher's he's bobbled a bunch, but he's been able to get them back quick.
So Wesley Jennings now the runner at third for the Pioneers with 1 out. 1-2 count to Ethan Smith. Now Jennings for White County, he's been fooling Pioneer hitters this inning with his curveball. Here's the 1-2. Outside, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Warren County leading 6-3. Here comes the 2-2. Down low, ball 3. Full count to Ethan Smith. Now Jennings getting a sign from Hodges. Here comes the 3-2. He struck him out looking. And they're 2 away.
That was a tough call there. But the strike zone might be getting wider now since he got hit in the leg.
Yeah, Smith, he thought it was ball 4. He was already heading
Now
down the
batting
line.
the shortstop, number 2, Taisei Yasunaga.
Here's Taisei Yasunaga, the leadoff hitter for the Pioneers. He's grounded to first and walked. Scored a run in the second. Takes one over the corner for a call, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Fouls this one back. And the count's 0-2. Again, the Pioneers go to Ray County tomorrow night for another district matchup. We'll be there with the broadcast at 5:30.
So they let us pull our car up there, the top up there at the behind the stand.
That'd go over big, wouldn't it? Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Goes after an outside pitch, very rare for him. So 3 straight strikeouts for Jennings for White County. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 3 complete, the Pioneers 6, the Warriors 3. Back in a moment.
In part by a donation from Robert Oliver Bratcher of the Stanley & Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
Programming on WCS TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Bridgestone. Bridgestone, your journey, our passion.
We go to the top half of the 4th inning. White County coming to bat. The Pioneers lead 6-3. White County got 3 in the first and a 3-run home run by Jason Maxwell. Pioneers came back with 6 in the second inning. So we're in the top of the fourth. And here's Logan Swope. Takes one over the outside corner. Strike one. Curveball missing low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. That was fouled off the Pioneer dugout. Count goes to 1-2. Swope flying to right his first time up. Here's the 1-2. Curveball and just missing low. Swope was following all the way down to the plate.
That was clocked at 50 mile an hour. It's like slow motion coming in.
He wanted to go after it. He followed that thing all the way almost to the ground. Here comes the 2-2. Ground ball, that'll get through for a base hit into right field. Leadoff single for Logan Swope.
Let's see what pitcher Fan. He's got good splits. His fastballs are 70, 71 mile an hour, and he can throw a curveball 50, 51 mile an hour. So that's good.
That's the third hit of the game for the Warriors. Here's David Smith. He struck out his first time up. Smith calling time. Fan takes a look at Swope over first. Chases him back. A few snowflakes falling, although we've got some blue sky up over us. Still some clouds. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike to Smith.
Only in Tennessee we can have all 4 seasons in 1 week.
Isn't that the truth? Fan getting a sign from Williamson. Now Smith will step out of the box. No balls, 1 strike. Fan takes a look at his runner. Missing outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pioneers lead is 6-3 here in the top of the 4th. Fan takes a look at Swope over at first. Swope getting his lead over there. Curveball missing out. No, it's strike 2, I beg your pardon. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perhaps I should wait till the ump makes this call.
Yeah,
that would be good.
Sometimes we don't know what he's going to call.
That would be good play-by-play broadcasting, would it not? Here's the 1-2. Curveball missing inside. Count goes to 2-2. Fan checking his runner. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball in front of the plate. Count stays at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pioneers leading 6-3 on a cold evening here at Warren County High School. Fly ball, left field. And that is going to be caught by the left fielder for Warren County, who is Smith, Ethan Smith.
Had some good wheels on that one. That was a pretty well hit ball.
Now batting the shortstop.
Swope retreats back to first. 1 out. Here's Macon Girdley. Now playing shortstop. Started off pitching. Got chased out of the box in the 2nd inning. This one's popped foul. Will go out of play. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out, runner at first for the Warriors. Pioneers leading 6-3. high, ball one. One ball, one strike. This one's foul back. Count goes to 1-2. Well, as we said, the Pioneers are going to be starting Friday. They'll be in a tournament in Knoxville area with Sevierville against Gibbs. And then I think they got 2 games on Friday. They'll also play Hardin Valley in Sevierville. This one's foul down the left field line.
That'll be a test. We know all about Hardin Valley. Remember the playoff game we went up, and they were still practicing at 5:30 on Friday.
Very nice facilities over there at Hardin Valley. They'll play Anderson County on Saturday in Seymour, Tennessee. Curveball, grounded short. Tyse's got to hurry. Gets the force at second. And they're 2 away.
You hit that right off the end of the bat. Another one of his slow curves, and Tyse did a good job coming in on that. Yeah, when we went up for the Pioneer playoff game in November, the baseball team was still practicing on Friday at 5:30.
Yeah.
And they had won the state a couple of years ago.
Here's Eli McDonald, the DH. This one's popped up over the infield. Wesley Jennings comes in, makes the catch just inside the baseline, and they'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And after 3.5, it's Warren County 6, White County 3.
Programming on WCS-TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Programming on WCS-TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
Programming on WCS-TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Robert Oliver Bratcher of the Stanley & Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
Bottom half of the 4th inning here at Patrick Ramsey Field. Pioneers leading 6-3 over the White County Warriors in District 6 AAA Baseball. Season opener. Talked about how great the field looks this evening. They put in a lot of hard work on this.
There's a lot of hours going, but it's looking very, very well tonight.
Cole Estes will lead things off for the Pioneers here in the bottom of the 4th.
Bottom of the 4th for the Pioneers, the right fielder, number 30, Cole Estes.
Jennings still the pitcher for White County. This one's popped up over the infield. Swope coming in from second base, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. 1 down, here's Kobe Elkins.
Now batting the third
Elkins is
baseman,
singled and
22,
walked.
Kobe Elkins.
Lined, and that is going to be caught.
Well, we've jumped
by
on the first pitch
Maxwell.
on both these.
Yeah. Lines out to Maxwell at first base, and there's 2 quick outs. Here's Lucas Rogers. He's 1 for 2. He's grounded to first and singled.
Now batting the second baseman, number 5, Lucas Rogers.
Inside, ball 1. Well, Jennings has really settled down since coming in to put out the fire in the second inning. Curveball high, ball 2. Two outs, nobody on for the Pioneers here in the 4th. Warren County leading 6-3. Inside, that might have got him.
I thought it did.
He's not going anywhere.
I believe if it went toward first, nobody would have argued.
Apparently it didn't get him. He wants to hit. 3 balls, no strikes. That was in there for call strike 1. 3-1 count to Rogers.
Well, you can't blame him. He's, like I said, he's a
long fly ball. That'll go foul down the left field line. Full count to Lucas Rogers. Nobody on for the Pioneers, but 2 out here in the 4th. Inside, he walked him.
What do you think of the new Major League Baseball rule this year? If you want to walk somebody, just
not too crazy about it.
Now batting to the DH, number 22, Brooks Helton.
they're trying to make the game faster.
Yeah. Ground ball to short. Girdley up with it. Long throw to first. And they got it.
Well, a little bit of a collision there, but
that'll retire the side. No runs. No hits. A walk and 1 left. And after 4 complete your score. The Pioneers 6, White County 3. Back in a moment.
Bratcher of the Stanley and Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
Programming on WCS TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Bridgestone. Bridgestone, your journey, our passion.
We go to the top half of the 5th inning. The Pioneers lead the Warriors 6-3.
look at that last play there. It looked almost like he had made
Ooh. As we look at it on the monitor here, a very close play. Drew Young
may have
takes
tagged
the
it
strike.
right before you got there, but I guess the field umpire probably had a better angle.
No balls, 1 strike to Drew Young, leading off for the Warriors. Curveball inside.
He just knew that was going to hit him,
Oh,
and he
what?
stood right there and waited on it. And
I thought it was going to hit him. Here's the 1-1. Got the outside corner. Call strike 2. I'll tell you why I don't like the new walk rule in the major leagues. After this pitch. Outside, ball 2. Because I recall a World Series game between the A's and the Reds back many years ago in the 70s, and they acted like they were going to put the runner on, and then they threw a strike right by him and struck him out and ended the inning and killed the rally.
yeah, I mean, it's
a strategy by the A's manager. Swing and a miss.
that, and
Young strikes out.
it's not for certain he's going to throw 4 pitches to the catcher outside, because most time when a pitcher lays off a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17, Chris.
The manager's name was Williams. I don't remember his first name for the A's, and the Reds had him something going, and he pulled that strategy off. This one is popped up That'll drop for a base hit into center field. And so Chris Mills gets his second single of the game.
I was watching some of the World Baseball the other night, and extra innings, they were putting runners on, I think, first and second in the extra innings. Kind of like the old softball rules.
Yeah. One out, runner at first for the Warriors. Pioneers lead at 6-3 here in the fifth. Hayden Ferris, the hitter. He's 0 for 2. He is flying to the pitcher and grounded into a force play at second. They've got the runner. Picked off. No. Apparently he got back.
Well, the throw was a little bit high. I believe if Nick had.
Chris Mills
They had
taking a chance right there. Yeah, they had him. Good throw would have got him. No balls, one strike to Ferris. Now Mills takes his lead off the bag at first. It's a bunt down the first baseline. Fan, only play is going to be at first, and they're 2 away.
Good sacrifice there.
So 2 outs. Here's Trenton Hodges, the catcher. He's reached on an error and struck out. White County hitting here in the top of the fifth, trailing 6-3. Trying to pick off the runner at second. The ball goes into center field, but Mills will stay put.
And that was a pretty good pick play. We had him with a big enough lead, and TSSAA got behind him. Just a bad throw. But give him something to think about.
Yeah. Hodges, the hitter, with the runner at second. Curveball inside. Ball 1. Warren County is out hit White County 7-4.
Really, if it wasn't for that error in the first inning, probably would be ahead 6-0.
Yeah. Got the outside corner, call strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at second for the Warriors. Line drive into left field. That'll go for a base hit. Runner rounding third. And he'll stay put. Ball gets away, but he's going to stay there. It's going to be second and third.
Runner advanced to second on the error by the third baseman, but still, good job by the outfielder getting that ball in quick.
Yeah, that was Ethan Smith flagging it down there in left field.
Pinch running at second, number 27, Will Griggs.
Griggs, the pinch runner at second. Here's Jason Maxwell. He tagged one in the first inning. A 3-run shot.
See how they pitch him this at bat.
That one's in there for call strike 1.
They threw him about 3 or 4 curveballs in the last at bat and kind of had him.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Runners at second and third. This one's foul back, out of play. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Maxwell. He is homered and struck out. Here comes the 0-2. Ball gets away from Williamson. And, well, the runner's going to stay at third.
Wow.
Missed a grand opportunity right there to score.
He sure did.
That one went all the way back to the wall.
He would have had plenty of time to score on that one. Actually, the runner on second base was almost to third. And
1 ball, 2 strikes. Mills may be talking to himself after that one. Here comes a 1-2. Ground ball to second, slow roller. Over to first, and they'll retire the side.
Hit that right off the end of the bat.
No runs, 1 hit. Make that 2 hits.
Your score after 4.5.
No errors and 2 left on base. After 4.5, Warren County 6, White County 3. Back in a moment.
Programming on WCS TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Programming on WCS TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Pioneers lead it 6-3 over the White County Warriors in District 6 AAA Baseball, the season opener here at Warren County High School. Isaac Golden will lead things off for the Pioneers here in the 5th.
Number 3, Isaac Golden.
Isaac has walked and struck out. Swing and a miss. Isaac's just 2 weeks removed from the basketball season.
Yeah, he hadn't had a lot of time to be swinging the bat here.
Takes one outside, ball 1. Jennings still on the hill for the Warriors. Foul tip, strike 2. Isaac and Ethan Smith both coming from the basketball team. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Jennings. Just missing outside. Count even, 2-2.
That was a close one to take.
It was. Jennings getting a sign from Hodges. Here comes a 2-2. This one's popped up over the infield. Backing up is Girdley at shortstop, makes the catch. And there's one away. There's Wesley Jennings.
Number 13, Wesley Jennings.
He is 2 for 2, a couple of singles. Lined into left field. And that is going to go to the wall. Jennings on his way to second. He'll be in with a stand-up double.
A good hit by Jennings.
And Jennings is 3 for 3.
It even sounded good off the bat.
Oh, it did. I'll bring up Nick Williamson.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Nick Williamson.
Williamson hitting with 1 out, runner at second. Pioneers leading 6-3. Hitting here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Little bit inside. Ball 1. Jennings pitching to Williamson. Over the plate for call strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jennings checks his runner. That is lined into left field. Base hit. Jennings will stay at third. So first and third with 1 out.
Pioneers got a little rally going.
Bench running for Williamson at first.
We're going to have another pitching change.
Peyton Norris coming in to run for Williamson. And that'll bring up Ethan Smith, number 9 hitter in the lineup. Not before we have a visit to the mound by the White County coach.
One of Warren County's finest. Coach Andy Souther doing a good job with White County. Did a great job here with Warren County. Went on to play college ball, and we all think highly of Andy.
Yeah. Also doing some sports reporting for the newspaper in Sparta.
I think he actually done some everything from middle school football to elementary basketball. He does a little bit of everything up there. But
he's learned a lot from their sports reporter who passed away this past year, and very a shocker for everybody. Pistol, she was known as, and he learned a lot from her, and so he's more or less taken over some of those duties with the newspaper in Sparta.
Keeping up with some of them, reading some of them out of the Sparta paper, and he's posted some of them on Facebook and all, and does a good job writing.
He does.
The left fielder, number 11, Ethan Smith.
Ethan Smith, he's walked and struck out. Chance to get an RBI right here. Runner going to second. Norris will be there without a play.
Like last fall, we got to see him and quite a few other former Pioneer baseball players come back for the alumni game. It was a good time.
Runners at second and third for the Pioneers with 1 out. Here's the 1-0. Ball gets away from Hodges, but not far enough for Jennings to score.
Just got a reminder from our Sparta expert over there that Andy also covers Van Buren County in all their sports. For the
they're playing the state basketball. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third for the Pioneers, trying to make some noise here in the 5th. Outside, ball 3. Ethan looks like he's wanting to bunt.
Only 1 out, trying to do a suicide bunt here. Let's see if he pulls it off.
Here comes a 3-0. That's in there for call strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Second and third for the Pioneers here in the 5th. Warren County leads at 6-3.
It sounds like Coach Sullins yelling.
He walked him. That's close.
Is that not a?
I thought he stuck his bat out.
I thought he did too. That's going to be a hit for this pitcher.
So that'll be all for Jennings.
We need to pay attention here. The head coach coming to the home plate. Probably going to do a 4 or 5 people swap here.
Let's see who's going to come in. Pitching change for the Warriors. Looks like they'll bring a long, lanky right-hander into the game.
He's in no hurry to get there.
No, he's not. None of the White County pitchers have been in too much of a hurry tonight.
It's like that's a long, slow walk from the dugout. Like, Coach, you really want me to pitch tonight?
I think that's the only switch we're going to see.
That's a miracle.
So a new pitcher for White County coming in. We'll get his name for you here in a moment.
I'm sure our announcer probably knows him.
Now pitching for the Warriors, number 7, Zach Barlow.
That is Barlow, Zach Barlow. the third pitcher of the evening for White County. He's a right-hander. Coming in the fifth inning. Pioneers leading at 6-3. They'll go to Ray County tomorrow night. Take on the Ray County Eagles over in Evansville or Evansville. I don't know what they call it over there, but just north of Dayton.
In the woods.
Yeah, a few miles north of Dayton, Tennessee. About, I guess, an hour and a half drive from here.
Depending on how fast you drive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got some good barbecue over there.
We've noticed that.
Took advantage of some of that in the last couple of years. So Barlow continuing his warm-up tosses. Warren County will have second and third with one out, and they lead 6-3.
Going in the mid-70s there, so he's a little bit more zip on it. I really think they need to put a camera on the announcer, over on the other side.
Yeah. Now that we've lost all the ratings for him.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Taisei
Yasunaga will come to the plate. He's a leadoff hitter in the lineup for the Pioneers. He's grounded to first, walked, and struck out. Takes one low and inside. Ball one. I think I said second and third. Actually, bases are loaded for the Pioneers with one out.
A little 7-run rally, and we'll just
down low, ball two. Two balls, no strikes. This one's popped up, shallow left field. Mills under it, makes the catch. Runner tags, he'll score. So Jennings comes in on the fly out.
Good sacrifice fly, so good job.
Seven to 3 now. Pioneers out in front. Runners at first and second. Here's Cole Estes. He is struck out, singled, and fly to second. Throw back to second. Gets away, but not far enough for Norris to advance. Warren County hitting here in the bottom of the second, leading 7-3 with two out.
Ooh.
Right up the middle, base hit. Norris rounding third. Here comes the throw, no throw. Norris is in there, and it's 8-3.
That almost took the pitcher's head off.
Oh,
that
it
was
did.
Close.
It was. That's close. Runners at first and second.
Now
Two out.
third base,
Yeah,
number 32, Colby Elkins.
It was about a foot to spare.
Yeah. Here's Colby Elkins. Takes one outside, ball one. Colby tonight has singled, walked, and lined out to first. One ball, no strikes. Pioneers leading 8-3. Fly ball, shallow center field. McCullough coming in. That's going to drop for a base hit. A run will score, and it's 9-3.
That was just a blooper out there. Nobody
sure
could get
was.
there.
Ethan Smith comes around to score.
Now batting the second baseman, number 5.
Estes now at third. So first and third for the Pioneers, still two out, and here's Lucas Rogers. He's grounded to first, singled, and walked. Now low, ball one. Pioneers 9, White County 3 here in the fifth inning. At the inside corner, call strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at the corners with 2 out. Runner going to second. Ball gets away from Hodges. Runner's going to try to score, and he will. Cole Estes able to score on the wild pitch. And it's 10-3.
Good speed on the bases there. Cole can fly.
Elkins now at second. As the problems continue for the Warriors. 10-3 Pioneers, 2 out. Runner second here in the 5th. That's low. Ball 3.
Three more runs and we can all go get warm.
Yep. He walked it. So Rogers is on with a walk. And here comes the 9th Pioneer to come to the plate this inning, Brooks Helton.
Good swing of the bat. Brooks get in this. He's had a couple of home runs last year. And
he's 1 for 3. He is singled, flied to first, and grounded to short. Takes one outside, ball 1. Fly ball left field, and that will burn the left fielder.
Yeah, he got another.
1 run will score. That is Elkins. Another run will score. And it is 12-3.
That was a well-hit ball, and that left fielder just stood there like he was going to play it. And
totally misjudged it.
Yeah, went right over his head.
So it's a double for Brooks Helton.
Pitch running at second for Helton, number 18, Hunter Adams.
Hunter Adams will pinch run for Helton.
Now
At second base, here's Isaac Golden as the Pioneers are batting around. The base hit could end the game. Outside, ball 1. Isaac has walked, struck out, and fly to short. This one's popped up. Could be trouble. Left center. That is going to drop, and that is going to be the ball game.
That's it. That's what we needed right there.
13-3, and that should do it. That is your ball game. Warren County under the mercy rule.
Took my advice. And
the Pioneers win it by a score of 13-3 in 5 innings. We'll take a break and come back to Warren County High School in just a moment. Again, your final. The Pioneers 13, the Warriors 3. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball.
Fans, that's your ball game. Your final score called in the 5th inning. The Pioneers 13.
Programming on WCS-TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Programming on WCS-TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents, Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
Programming on WCS-TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Robert Oliver Bratcher of the Stanley & Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
Programming on WCS TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Bridgestone. Bridgestone, your journey, our passion.
Programming on WCS TV is made possible in part by a donation from Security Federal Savings Bank, serving its customers with 3 convenient Warren County locations.
Warriors win it by a score of 13-3. They score 6 in the second inning, 7 in the 5th inning. And that's the way to do it. It's the way to get it done, Jeff Lee.
Absolutely, and we were just talking about that. The bats came alive. If some of the scrimmage we've been having, the bats kind of been silent, but today, after we got by the first inning, the bats come alive. And, we were kind of joking there at the end if we could get 3 more runs, finish this thing off, and sure enough, we did. So it's a good start to the season there to run rule a district opponent. Now, tomorrow night, I'm sure we'll see a whole lot different pitching. Ray County's got everybody back but 2, I think, so we'll see a lot better pitching tomorrow night. And because White County really surprised me tonight with their pitching. I don't think they're holding a lot in the pitching.
Don't appear to be.
Doesn't appear to be.
Well, for White County, Chris Mills going 2 for 3, a couple of singles. Hayden Ferris was 0 for 3. Trenton Hodges was 1 for 3, a single. Jason Maxwell 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer in the first inning. That turned out to be all the offense White County could muster. Logan Swope was 1 for 2 with a single. David Smith 0 for 2. Macon Girdley was 0 for 2. Eli McDonald 0 for 2. Andrew Young 0 for 2. For the Warren County Pioneers, Taisei Yasunaga. He has had a ground out, a walk, a strikeout, and a sacrifice fly. Cole Estes was 1 for, or make that 2 for 4. A couple of singles. Colby Elkins, actually, I think Estes may have had a walk instead of a single. I think what my writing made it look like a single.
Just wait till tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. Colby Elkins with a couple of hits, a couple of singles. Lucas Rogers was 1 for 2 with a couple of walks. Brooks Heltet was 2 for 4, a single and a double. Isaac Golden, 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Wesley Jennings was 3 for 3. A couple of singles and a double. Nick Williamson was 2 for 3, a double and a single. Ethan Smith was 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Warren County 13 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors. White County 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Warren County wins it 13-3. We'll come back with more in just a moment.
Programming on WCS TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Robert Oliver Bratcher of the Stanley & Bratcher Law Firm, located at 100 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee.
Programming on WCS TV is brought to you in part by a donation from Bridgestone. Bridgestone, your journey, our passion.
No JV game today. really doing a good job.
Home opener and the season opener as Warren County gets a district win to be 1-0 as we will go to Ray County tomorrow night. Ray County, a very good baseball team last year. We've seen a lot of improvement over the past couple of years from Ray County, and so we'll go into Eagle territory tomorrow night.
Yeah, they supposedly only lost 2 from the team last year, and they were very good last year. Them and Cookville are probably going to be our top teams in the district we got to compete with this year. So it's going to be a drastically different game tomorrow night.
We'll be on the air tomorrow night, starting at 5:30 Central Time from Ray County High School. Hope as many as can will make the trip, but better wrap up. It's going to be another cold night for us tomorrow night. But if you can't make it, then tune us in. We'll have the broadcast here on Sports Radio 1230 WAKI. That's going to wrap it up from Patrick Ramsey Field here at Warren County High School tonight. Again, your final score, the Warren County Pioneers 13, White County Warriors 3. For Jeff Lee, I'm Jay Walker. Good night, everybody.